This is Brianna Parker with your take on usatoday.com. Today we have Adam Torkildson. He is the owner of Tork Media. He has written 2 books on PR and marketing. He is an expert on using social proof to increase leads and sales. So Adam, thank you for joining us today. We just have a few questions for you. What is social proof?
Social proof is an online marketing term that people kind of define in a bunch of different ways. Some people call it public relations, some people call it content marketing, but probably the best way to describe it would be to paint a picture of what it might look like on a website. So let's pretend you have just written a book, top 10 ways to generate social proof about something. And on your website, you've got an image of your book. And then right next to the image of your book, you have somebody's logo. Let's say Google. And you put on there, Google has approved this book. Mm-hmm. Or, Microsoft or some big, huge name. That is an example of social proof. Some third party has endorsed your product, your website, whatever you do. One of my other favorite types of social proof is client testimonials. Mm-hmm. They're really simple, easy, and they can be in any number of different formats. You could just write it in text format on your website, or one of the best ways I think people should use client testimonials is to actually put a video of your client talking and saying nice things about your company or your product.
Yeah, more personable.
Totally.
That's awesome. Who would you say needs social proof?
Literally anyone who's got an online presence of any kind. You don't even have to have a website. It can just be your Facebook page, it could be Twitter page, LinkedIn.
Right.
So almost anybody today needs to have some form of social proof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. That's the way the world's turning these days. And how can companies create their own social proof?
A couple of different ways. One of the ways that larger companies go is to actually hire a PR firm like myself or any of the hundreds out there. And these PR firms are pros at working with media and getting sponsorships and endorsements and getting social shares, but you can actually generate your own social proof for free as long as you have a couple of customers to work with. All you got to do is ask them. And most of the time, they're happy to provide you with a testimonial as long as they're satisfied. Uh-huh. And it really doesn't cost a whole lot to go to their office and take a video. And for a couple $100, you can get a really awesome customer testimonial, and you can use that all over the place. Mm-hmm. Put it on YouTube, put it on your social networks, put it on your website, and it can generate so much more trust when somebody visits your website.
Yeah, I completely agree. Well, thank you for your time, Adam. This has been Brianna Parker with your take on usatoday.com.